Yeah. Talking to my mirror like I love you so much. Curving on my critics like I heard you, so what? You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. Tally all the I ever gave on my head. Lately I've been living like I can't take a loss. They ain't wanna help me, that's what made me a boss. You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. We don't give a that's what they don't understand.
I'm back again like flu season. I broke records while loose leafing. I'm coming down my roof, leaving. Don't give a I don't care. Did the by my lonesome. No wonder now I'm on one. No shortcuts on that long run. All I really want is my share. Get him, I got him, I told him it's nothing. In the discussion, all them feelings, I throw all my pain on percussion. It's disgusting. I hear them bragging about shit that they did, and it do not move me, not in the least. They ain't been dropping no seeds in the soil, but swear that you on my spot at the feast. I've been on go mode, showboat, rowboat, wave ride. Cool shorty, too naughty, pool party, wet for the face ride. Annie up, penny down, hand me down, thrift store, old drip. New money, too funny, old shorty, talk about old. I'm on they now, can't get a pass now, I'm a cash cow, keeping it brash now. It's trash now, I'ma spaz out. I've been killing my lows and living on highs. You see in the sky's the proof. You could just see in my eyes that there is no lies. I cannot disguise the truth. I've been duck dog, getting in my new merch, colored duck sauce on the new couch with my chucks on. Get the on with that hate. I'm big cool on the small chat, cause I know now that I'm all that. Got a Hawkeye on the ball cat, get the out of my face.
Talking to my mirror like I love you so much. Curving on my critics like I heard you, so what? You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. Tally all the I ever gave on my head. Lately I've been living like I can't take a loss. They ain't wanna help me, that's what made me a boss. You can't kill my confidence, I think I'm the man. We don't give a that's what they don't understand.
I brought that with me. Case they get too iffy. Baby, don't stress, don't sweat it. Put it all on my baby. Know how I'm coming, and they know what we had. Run around through that left side, low end. All of mine need more wins. If you got beef, don't come out. Cause my young hitter might go in. Uptown GN, working all through my weekend. Hoping these don't show out, cause all of my hitters too deep in. With the boy, I'm so seen. Ain't worried about long as my money and my green. Baby, I ain't got work tomorrow, tell me what the business is. Ain't about no club hop, I'm trying to start some businesses. Shorty, you thought it was, they better know it's not that. Talking all that online, they knowing that it's not fact. Sliding through my hood, I make maneuvers like a Uber, baby. Got a 10-year plan, these can't tell what they doing lately. And I'm way too clean, I'm Listerine, I thought they been knew it. All in my lungs, I got my red cup full of that in fluid. Young middle Mad Mac, I'm swinging that leg, I'm banging that do or die. And I ain't that lead before I get crucified. Living in my bloodline, this place in my family tree. How the they pressed, I did my best out of what they handed me. Straight out of that country, know my shawty thick as human air. And I need not mention no extensions, that's human hair. Boy, we grew in there. Around through that left side, low end. All of mine need more wins. If you got beef, don't come out. Cause my young hitter might go in. Uptown GN, working all through my weekend. Hoping these don't show out, cause all of my hitters too deep in. Tell them no stress, no biggie. Baby, I'm just too jiggy. Better know I brought that with me. Case they get too iffy. Baby, don't stress, don't sweat it. Put it all on my baby. Know how I'm coming, and they know what we had.
Welcome to Paradigm Shift TV 314. This is your brother, DMG the Poet, a.k.a. Brother Pianki. And we got a nice one for you today, calling this one the Face-Off. Before we get into our thing, let me do my usual greeting. Let me say, God bless to my Christian brothers and sisters. Hotep to my Kemetic brothers and sisters. Let me say assalamu alaikum to my brothers and sisters in the NOI. Islam to my Moorish brothers and sisters. Peace To my brothers and sisters in the nation of gods and earth, them 5%ers. Let me say shalom to my Israelite brothers and sisters. Let me say salute to all my atheist brothers and sisters. A big what's up to all my Abo brothers and sisters. Let me say a big what's up and a shout out to my Naga brothers and sisters, because they in the category all they own. And finally, let me say Jumbo to the rest of my brothers and sisters throughout the African diaspora, be it here in the wilderness of the United States of America and beyond. I say that for one reason and one reason only, is because if you're Black, I'm with you, and I hope that you with me. Our different ideologies should not keep us from uniting. We can't have unity without uniformity, and we can disagree without being disrespectfully disagreeable. With that being said, gentlemen, in no particular order, please reintroduce yourself to the Paradigm Shift TV 314 audience.
Whoa, what's going on, everybody? You already know who I am, Darien. I've been on Paradigm Shift quite a few times in the last couple of months. I'm part of the super team, but specifically, I'm on the dream team. It's me, my man David, my man the GT. What up, y'all?
That's right. They putting in good work. My bad. Go ahead, bro.
Peace. Nice to meet you, brother. This your boy King Naga, representing Naga World Order. Shout out to the bar Reloaded, you know what I'm saying? And Pool Crew, stand up. Live then, let's get it.
Yeah, it's your boy Anu Kakarак. You know who it is, Pharrell Burns, God in the flesh, you know what I'm saying? Representing Naga World, bar Reloaded, stand up. And Pool Crew, stand up. Lions Den, y'all know what it is. Y'all know how we get down. Man, let's get in, man.
And black power to Pandamus in the building. I hope I said that name right, my bro. And hopefully you'll be able to hit that link once we get through the dialogue. We ain't gonna be on too long before you, but let's get right into it, because I think we settled on a date, or at least we getting close. We talking about April 27th. And we got one coming up, and we talking about God is light. That seems to be the subject that have everybody polarized. I just want to ask my man Anu, why do you think that particular subject gets so much polarization? And then we could talk about the discussion coming up with Naga and the Dream Team.
Okay, so I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it goes something like this. When it's easy to follow a God and a doctrine when there's no real punishment and there's no real accountability, right? And when that happens, you can blame things on God. You can blame things on the devil, demons, and things of that nature, unseen forces that you can't control. But when you start talking about God being this physical thing that's actually in reality, and that particular aspect of God don't really give a shit about your morality, don't really give a damn about your righteousness, and your behavior is based on who you are as a person and who your environment turned you into. Now you have to be held accountable. So it's no longer about if God put these set of rules in place. It's okay, what the society you live in, they have these particular social norms. Okay, how does your concept of God fit into this whole scheme of things? And a lot of people don't want a real God, because a real God will hold them accountable for the things that they do and the things that they say. You know what I'm saying? You can't say in one breath that God hates liars, God doesn't like this, that, and the other, and then turn around and do those things. That just shows me that your God don't have no type of power or control over you whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? So I think it like I said, it comes down to accountability. Once we start showing you this is the essence of God, this is what God is, and then you'll start seeing that all of that stuff that people been blaming on God and blaming on the devil is just them. It's them. You're just a horrible person. You're an evil person, based on your morals and your values. And that's just all it is. You know what I'm saying? It ain't got nothing to do with no demonic entity trying to possess you. It ain't got nothing to do with the Holy Ghost being in you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll give you an example. A greedy person is greedy and they vibrate on the frequency of greed. A person that's not greedy does not vibrate on the frequency of greed. You can't make a person that's not greedy greedy. You see what I'm saying? But if you have greed in your heart, if you have greed in your energy field, that greed can manifest into gluttony. And next thing you know, you'll be doing all of the debauchable things that we all look at as evil and maniacal and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And that root cause, that root sin, I'm gonna call it sin for the lack of a better word. That root sin, which is greed and gluttony, is what's actually fueling people's fear when it comes to God. Is what's actually harboring all of the hate, all of the envy and the malice between people. That's what's keeping it up, is all the greed and gluttony. So when God is light, you don't have that excuse. You don't. If we take away the excuses from you, you want to add on to that rule?
Go ahead, do what's cooking. I'm setting up in here for the. I got a little head to cut.
Yeah. So that's basically the gist of it, bro. When you know what I'm saying, like for instance, the book says for you not to spread rumors and lies, but then when you turn around and say stuff like, "Oh, not gonna do this, not gonna do that," and then you're creating these rumors and lies against us. Well, guess what? Your God ain't punishing you for that shit. So you know what I'm saying? Like, where does the accountability start and end? Where does it begin? Because if you can do all of the demonic shit that comes to your head, you can do all of that crap and then still claim to be a child of the Most High. Where is the accountability? How can you claim to be righteous and then you're supporting pedophiles, you support molesters, you support killers and genocidal regimes and things of that nature, but then in the same breath you want to be talking about that you are one of God's children? And I think that's a huge contradiction. You know what I'm saying? When you say the blood of Jesus protects me and no weapon formed against me shall prosper, and then you watch all your family members get shot down and die of cancer and things of that nature, it kind of shed light on what true reality is. And it's just not that. We got to be all held accountable for our actions, especially in this conscious community.
Yeah, because there's a lot of unconscious stuff going on, for lack of a better term. I almost cursed.
Hey, they said a mouthful. I call him the Haitian nightmare, but Darien, what's your response to that? And then give your comments on this upcoming discussion on or debate on April 27th.
Man, I ain't even gonna hold you. A lot of the stuff that I was listening to, I heard accountability. One of the things that, I key on certain words. Accountability, I can't even hold you on the accountability part. It's a lot of people that's not accountable. But in terms of saying that to make it be that it's God's fault that people are unaccountable is crazy to me. So for example, if you're a snake, you're a snake. Obviously, there's repercussions that come along with it. To say that there is nothing that happens, like let's say for instance, somebody lied on you. There's repercussions. You might not have seen it, but it definitely happens. People get reciprocity. You might not like the way it happened. You see what I'm saying? So for me, listening to a lot of stuff you were saying, I felt like you was on both sides. At one point, you started preaching, so you might got a Bible in your book bag or something. It sounded like you was really. For me, I felt like you was on my team for a hot little second. Then you switched it with the God is light. Whereas y'all, if you trash, you said a different term or something. But you was like, if you trash, for lack of better words. But for me, when I was listening to that, it go both ways. I'm going to hold you accountable. It's not about waiting on God to come out of heaven and pat your pockets like you're a thief. If you steal, it's for the people in your community to call you out. If you're a goofy, I'm going to call you a goofy. You can't come around here and play bent and throw a rock and hide your hands. It's for the community of people to really jump out there. So it's like, I get what you're saying. There's a lot of Christians that use scripture for get out of jail free card, but that's not what the Bible teach. That's just somebody who either have a bad view of scripture or they manipulating and moving funny. And so likewise, I'm pretty sure that if I use a comb to go back through what y'all teach, let's say, for instance, I won't speak on y'all because I don't know y'all personally, but there could be somebody that use the same exact teaching and finesse with that too. So I'm just saying we can't be hypocrites on either side. Far as the debate coming up, I'm definitely looking forward to it. I was reading the chat when you said God in the flesh. I think it was Google Scholar. Somebody was like God in the flesh. I thought that was funny. Like, yeah, I'm like, and as he was talking, I'm thinking, yeah, like threw a little shout out there. So
he low, like he be so serious, right? And then he low key, hella funny, man. It's hilarious.
He hella
shout out
funny.
to Google, but go
Yeah,
finish.
shout out to Google Scholar, man. Shout out to that brother.
Yeah, so I'm looking in there like.
I want to ask you this, brother.
Real quick, real quick. Let him finish his thought because I interrupted him, and then y'all can get into it.
No, he good. I would just literally, I'll go ahead and say what you was gonna say.
I was gonna say, according to the book, don't it say that the God of the book created evil?
Yeah, it does say that. You remember the chapter and verse?
No. That's not even necessary. The fact that you admit that it does say that God creates evil, and then if God creates evil, then that means that God is solely responsible and accountable for the evil deeds that man do because He was the one who created it. You know
No, the reason I asked you, I didn't mean to cut you off. But I said the reason I asked you. Do you know where that is because I wanted you to put it in context. So it's like I want to make sure that we stand on if you're gonna make a statement that you lock it in. So read a little bit before and a little bit after, just so everybody who listens, it ain't just me and you, it's all of us on this, the four of us on the chat and everybody else. So I just want you to make sure you please put it in context so that everybody else can hear what you're saying. I'm not saying you wrong. I just want you to read it. That's all. But as he was saying, it do say that's also in the scriptures. You there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm trying to pull the scripture up for you.
All right, take your time, bro.
Isaiah 45:7.
Yeah.
Yeah, good word. Look at these deacons. They on here sounding like some deacons.
Don't do that, man.
Some good deacons on here, baby.
Don't get it twisted, brother. I come from a Hebrew Israelite background. Don't get it twisted. You know what I'm saying?
So you used to be. So you not BHI no more?
Bruh, I don't identify as that, bro, because, you know what I'm saying, for the most part, we've encountered a lot of idol worshipers, you know what I'm saying, who transgress the law and trample that book. So I choose not to identify with those brothers. So that stigma don't fall on to me.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So, all right, so that's a good point, though. So
we got
even
another comedian in the house too.
That's funny. But on a serious note, so for my man, who was that? Is your name Ruben, right?
Yeah, my name Ruben King Naga, aka the one I'ma do.
All right. I'm gonna say King Naga because it's cool running with the alias. You feel me? You know what I mean? I was gonna ask. So, all right, hypothetically, you roughly a BHI. So, do you still believe in the scriptures, or you put the Bible down for the God is light paradigm?
Bro, I believe the Bible is perfect just the way it is. You ain't got to add to it. You ain't got to take away from it. You know what I'm saying? And I wholeheartedly subscribe to the principles that's in that book because there's some good principles. You know what I'm saying? I'm not against the law, statutes, and commandments. I try to keep them to the best of my abilities. It's just that I don't like the label. I don't identify with the label because the label brings certain baggage that I'd rather not be attached to at this point in my walk.
I gotta
I
respect
have
that.
to agree with that because in the end, and this is goes back to that subject of accountability. Okay, when you hold titles, certain responsibilities and duties are attributed to those titles. So when you say, he's a police officer, you don't expect a police officer to break the law. Not saying that they don't, but you don't expect them to do because of their title. If someone says they're a teacher, you expect a teacher to act in a certain particular manner. If you say he a Muslim, so you say somebody they from the NOI, they from the Nation of Islam, I expect you to have a certain level of prestige, a certain level of discipline because of the title that you carry. You know what I'm saying? So when people say, I'm a child of God, I'm a Christian, I'm a Muslim, I expect you to act accordingly. And when you act outside of that title, I have to look at you like you're disingenuous and you might be a deceiver. You see what I'm saying?
Can I piggyback on that because the king had made a couple of statements that I want to point out. He said that he roughly a BHI. He just don't use the title because it's attached to stuff that he don't want to be accountable for. So how can you be something but run away from the stigma that come with it? Like, for example, y'all, roughly Christians is looked at as hypocrites. But if BHIs is looked at as hypocrites, but you still follow all of the doctrines and the laws that you try to live by, you still a BHI. You just not telling people you're a BHI. So he basically a chameleon. How can you say that Christians is hypocrites and not call your teammate one? That's kind of.
Well, it's not that I try to disassociate from the accountability. You know what I'm saying? I disassociate from the individuals who are supposed to be following the law, statutes, and commandments, who are trampling them at the same time while they screaming through a bullhorn at us, telling us we need to follow them. You know what I'm saying? And it's been for a number of years, I've been telling people that I only subscribe to being a Hebrew Israelite to those who don't know any better. You know what I'm saying? Right. Because both of those terms, Hebrew and Israelite, are English exonyms placed on the ancient people. You know what I'm saying? If you go back to antiquity, there is no ancient people called Hebrew or Israelite. You know what I'm saying? And I like to lean more on my cultural affiliations, which is Igbo, and I can, rock with that because that's something real and tangible. You know what I'm saying? And something that I really have bloodline ties to.
Like me being Haitian?
Exactly.
Yeah, so to speak. Yeah.
Roger that.
Yeah, being Haitian don't stop you from following the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. If that's what you choose to.
No. I wasn't saying that. I would just say because he was talking about in terms of how he would like to characterize himself, or as opposed to saying Hebrew because it didn't exist back then. So he said Igbo, and I was just thinking like that's like Nigerian.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I was just trying to keep up with that. Like, so do you, and you, right? Would you say you follow the laws and the precepts led by the Bible?
So again, like King Naga said, I follow the principles of the book because I feel that they're universal.
Okay.
I don't follow the politics of the book. I don't care if he the Messiah. I don't care if Moses what was this. I don't care about Abraham or who his sons were. Mm-hmm. None of that shit is important to me. But what's more important is the moral of the story and the values of the story that I'm being told and how that can reflect in my life. You know what I'm saying? So regardless if we talking about biblical scriptures, or we talking about Ifa, or we talking about the Yoruba traditions and dealing with their wisdom, to me, it's all the same wisdom. To me, all wisdom comes from God. To me, all knowledge extends from God. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of where you get it from. That's one of the things that I love about the Kemetic community. One of the Mayat confessions is I have not turned away from truth. You see what I'm saying? And that means that even if the truth comes from my enemy, I have to accept it and I have to consider it for what it is because it's the truth, not because I have an emotional attachment to whatever ideology I have. You know what I'm saying? So when truth is your only ally, at times you can be looked upon as being double-minded to other people because they don't want to shift. I'm going to shift. What's stronger, the oak tree or the grass? One bends with the wind, the other one breaks in half if the wind blows too strong. You see what I'm saying? So I'm trying to be like the grass. I'm trying to be like the water. You know what I'm saying? Which means that I'm going to move and I'm going to be flexible. You know what
Go
I'm
ahead
saying?
and talk your Bruce Lee tip, man. Go
Hey
ahead.
man, you know what I'm saying? You
Go
gotta
ahead and
know,
talk
you
your
gotta
Bruce
know.
Lee.
You gotta be like the water. You gotta be like the wind. You gotta be able to conform and still hold your composure and your constitution.
That goes back to what you said about the truth.
That's the way I see things, man. And so it's like in the end, I really want people just to be who they say that they are, because I'm the same person on and off the camera. I'm the same person. I don't change very much. You know what I'm saying? So in the end, if you gonna say you my brother, then be my brother. But you can't be my brother and you calling me out my name, disrespecting my wife, disrespecting, you know what I'm saying, my livelihood and stuff like that. We not brothers, we enemies. You see what I'm saying? So and I try my best to uphold those commandments. I'm not perfect. This is the reason why I don't claim to be a Christian. I don't claim to be a Muslim, because those are some big shoes to fill, and I honestly don't feel like I can fill them. So I don't even attempt.
I mean, I ain't even gonna hold you. I appreciate y'all, you know what I'm saying, getting on and rocking out with me, taking the debate versus essentially a nobody in the community, because as far as the conscious community go, if it wasn't for DMG and the GT, who y'all already know, I probably wouldn't even be on here. So I appreciate y'all just on some, just being humble, saying like, I'm happy to be on here. Like, I'm looking forward to that debate. You know what I'm saying? But I like how y'all talking tonight, man. It's cool. Like I thought we was gonna get on here. It was gonna be a shouting match. You know what I'm saying, y'all? I thought y'all was gonna have the mask on.
That ain't even our style for real. Like I said, we'll reciprocate energy, but as long as you calm and collect, we stay calm and collect. I don't know you enough to disrespect you personally. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care. I don't care about other people's situations like that enough to really just dive off into your personal life. You know what I'm saying? I mean, within Naga though, we do background checks on niggas. You can't even hang out with us no more without going through a background check. So you know what I'm saying? We do those things as a safety precaution, because there's a lot of weirdos in the conscious community. This is one of the subjects I wanted to bring up with DMG, that we need to do a whole reconstruction of the conscious community, because it's been tainted with all of these charlatans, these false prophets, false teachers, false gurus. You know what I'm saying? And we need to clean that mess up. The conscious community is not a safe haven for you sickos. You know what I'm saying? When we find you, we're gonna oust you. We're gonna because you have no place here. You could go with the LBGT letter people. You could go with them, some other people, but you cannot hide amongst us. And because we got to be responsible for our own community. We got to be responsible. I'm a man of my word. I'm 43. A lot of us are in our 40s and 50s and stuff now. We the elders now. And in some things we just can't tolerate no more. And we're not tolerating the womanizing, the beatings, the molestation, the destruction of children, the destruction of women and the core family. We not dealing with none of that. And this is a new day, a new age. And if you gonna be in our community and you're gonna keep up those type of niggerish mannerisms, you're gonna come into opposition. And Naga is willing to step up and be that opposition towards them. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, real quick. Not for nothing, man. Not for nothing, but I'm just saying. Like, I'm just saying, man. Can we? All right, man. Y'all got it. Y'all got it.
We just want to bring consciousness back to where it was a sec. When I was growing up and I was learning, coming into consciousness, I really thought the consciousness was going to be like some dead president, RBG type. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I thought it was going to be like, bro. I did not expect it to be like this. I did not expect it to be full of division. I did not expect it to be full of hate towards each other, bumping heads. I didn't expect for the polites. I didn't expect for the, you know what I'm saying? I didn't expect these things, bro, when I went into consciousness. And like I said, when you growing up and you looking at the dead presidents, you looking at Arrested Development, and you looked at how our consciousness was brewing. I never expected this. Like the other day, I seen like some Hebrews got into like a whole shootout with some other guys. You know what I'm saying, over some beliefs and things of that nature. And I'm like, I never expected this level of niggerism to be in the conscious community, bro. And I'm like, and it's stifling to the point where we're not growing. We've been dealing with the same information for 100 years, and we have not moved from our position when we first got the information. So at this point, we need to be asking ourselves, are we really conscious? What are we really doing? How can we put this consciousness into some type of practical application that can help our people? If we can't come up with that, then we just bumping gums. I hate it when people say, oh man, we're gonna build. No, building takes mortar and brick and elbow grease. You know what I'm saying? And so when you're done building, you can live in it. When you're done building, you can use it. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's like, if we're gonna sit here and have these builds, but we ain't really building nothing. We ain't building no infrastructure for each other. We're not building no safe havens for each other. What are we really doing? Is this for fashion? Is this just to say that I'm smarter than the next man? Like, what is the point? So Naga whole point, our whole agenda is to push STEMs on you. It's to push science, technology, engineering, and mathematics on you, because we feel that is the road to liberation. That is the true road to liberation. Without technology, without innovation, you don't go nowhere. I think we said something about this last time. When you talk about the Iron Age, Stone Age, the Bronze Age, those are all different ages of technology. And every single time we had a jump in technology, the quality of human life got better. You see what I'm saying? And I'm just saying right now, us dealing with this consciousness, it needs to manifest into something positive and not just us having talking points back and forth with each other. You know what I'm saying? It needs to be put into a practical application.
Let's let D get in here.
No, they say, and you said some things that I definitely agree with. You know, I think when I first locked in with this, from my standpoint, I ain't gonna hold you, I was a little disappointed with some of the people that came out of the conscious movement. Like, it's a lot of finesses, for me, when I listen to what he was saying, accountability is supposed to be big in the church. All the brews, they supposed to be accountable to each other. To hear a shootout, that's disappointing to me, because regardless of we necessarily agree 100% on all the topics, I still feel like we supposed to be able to unify as people of the book. I see it's a lot of poses in the mix, and we already talked about this. We talk about this all the time. So hearing somebody else say, even though we get ready to do battle in a couple of weeks, I still think it's important to say, I definitely agree with you. There's a lot of goofies out here, and if you exposing them, I'm right along with you. It's time to repudiate the type of people that's playing in the community, finessing the women, finessing people's minds, getting them away from actual, use the word consciousness. I'll just say it a different way. Like, people don't know how to think anymore. You know what I mean? So when you can finesse people, don't think because we got YouTube channels and all that type of stuff, you might dress a certain way and you might got a little bit of clout. It ain't for the clout. It's for rebuilding our communities. Because the more and more we educate ourselves, can't nobody take it away from us. The problem is, it's one or two people at the top, and then they using that as their little Ponzi scheme, and I definitely don't agree with that. So I definitely agree with and you were saying. So yeah, that's facts.
Yeah, man.
So wait a minute, because I like I said, give my man a standing ovation.
For
But
sure.
I don't want y'all to forget. I know it's kumbaya right now, but I don't want y'all to forget why y'all here. There is a on the table.
Okay, let's jump
y'all
off
about to
into
make me go get drums and get the like we. You know what I mean? Y'all like I'm thinking my man about to join Naga. Like
no.
We gotta get back to the conflict.
Okay, so yeah, let's talk about that, man. So God is light.
Mm-hmm.
So God is light is a universal concept. You can find aspects of God is light in almost every indigenous culture in the world.
Mm-hmm.
When we bring up the concept of God, you have to understand that man cannot explain something that he can't imagine. So that means that everything man has done is because man has saw something that triggered a thought. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to ask yourself, well, where did the concept of God come from in early man? And I want to say that concept came from the sun. It came from looking up at the stars and the planets and the celestial events. And those are the things that became synonymous with God to us. The sun gives you light. It gives you heat and warmth. When you got the sun out, plants grow. People look at those things as being good. Those are a moral ruler. The sun, that's our moral ruler. Being a bright person, that's a moral thing. You know what I'm saying? So again, when we talk about God as light, you have to ask yourself, where did this concept come from? How did our ancestors come up with the concept of God? You know what I'm saying? And when you answer that question truthfully to yourself, you're going to see that God has always been rooted in nature. It has always been rooted in nature because man cannot explain stuff that he cannot imagine. And if you think that you can imagine, if you think you can explain something that you can't imagine, go ahead and try it. I've asked everybody to just try it. Try explaining something that you can't imagine and you can't do it. So you need some type of ruler. You need some type of guide, something that gives you a blueprint of what God is. You see what I'm saying? And that blueprint is being omnipresent, omnipotent, omniconscious. It's being in all places at one time. It's being in all things, whether it's organic or inorganic. That's what being God is. That, you know what I'm saying? That energy that causes things to be, that energy that causes things to move and have being. That's what it says in the book. You know what I'm saying? So when you start looking at the things that make you able to actually live, those things will have to be aspects of God. Like if I ask you to go look for the orange dog with the pink spots, you're not going to be looking for the blue dog with the green spots. You're going to be looking specifically for the dog in the description. So when you talk about God, what are you actually looking for? You know what I'm saying? When you talk about the aspects of God, when we talk about God the sustainer, God the protector, God the father, God, you know what I'm saying? All the different attributes of God, when you talk about those things, how does that relate to you in a tangible reality? You know what I'm saying? And if you can only get that understanding from a particular book, then the book is your idol. The book is your God. Your God doesn't live outside of the pages of your book. It lives only in the pages of the book. You know what I'm saying? The God that we're talking about exists outside of the book, which is the reason why you can find our God everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not confined to a book. It's not confined to a one specific doctrine. You know what I'm saying? So when you say light, what would you be without it? What would you be without electromagnetism? How could you form thoughts without electromagnetism? How could you breathe without electromagnetism? How could you have atoms and matter without electromagnetism? So that electric charge, that negative and positive charge, is the thing that's given everything the ability to move and have being. Without electric charge, negative and positive charge, nothing exists. You know what I'm saying? So unless someone can put evidence of their God on the table, what we're displaying is the only evidence of God. It's the only true evidence of God, which is light, electromagnetism, and the processes that proceeds.
So let's let Darien get in here, and before you do, bro, hey, listen, for everybody in the chat, we got the channel membership for everybody that sign up. Once I get 10 people, you entered into a pool, and I will be giving away discounted trips for the winner of that raffle. I'm gonna raffle all 10 people, and whoever comes out on top will get a discounted trip. My man Thomas White already did it since he was the first to sign up. He automatically got it. I keep forgetting to link up with my sister Sakina Ra so I could get her set up. But since they were the first two, then they automatically get one. But and if he's still in the chat, he can verify. So it's not a hoax, not a scam. You get a legitimate discounted trip to somewhere in the continental United States. So it could be Vegas, it could be Miami, Chicago, New Orleans, which me and my queen going here in the next 18 months. You got 18 months to use it. So you sign up, you automatically qualify. And sometimes I'll just be randomly giving them away as well. So, for those who are interested, hit that join button. ID, it's on you.
I ain't even gonna hold you, and you sound like he be preaching on Sundays, bro. I can't hold you. You said a lot of stuff like back to back to back. Some of it was word salad, but we ain't debating it right now. I'm just doing my little due diligence. We're gonna get into that on the 27th. But you definitely sound like a good pastor for real. I ain't even gonna hold you. You got people it's a couple of people in there that's really going past the plate round for you. You know what I'm saying? But you said something that was interesting. You were saying that I had to, for lack of better words, an uphill battle in terms of what I had to prove to show what I believe, and then you went on to say that if I use the Bible, I would be idol worshiping the Bible if I was getting my information from it, which is kind of strange. I don't want to get into my none of the argument. Just know that everything you saying is being duly noted. Some of the stuff you saying is kind of fallacious, but that's cool too. Like I said, I also had this question too. How y'all the Nagas, but y'all use a bull? Where the snake at? Like, ain't a Naga a serpent? Ain't that like for Indians, Sanskrit is Indian, right? Why y'all use a bull instead of a serpent?
So it's an interesting
you about to get it broke down to you.
We're not Indian. We're not Indian. We're Cushites. You know what I'm saying? We're Cushites, and I come from a Hebrew Cushitic background, being Igbo, and our ancestors were cattle cults. They were belong to cattle cults. And if you go to any one of your Egyptian or hieroglyphic dictionaries, you will find that term Naga and Nagu are both referring to cattle, cows and cattle, bulls. So we are more Nile Valley centered or African centered than we are Asian centered. Do we acknowledge the Asian Nagas? Yes, we do. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a story for another day, you know what I'm saying? But we can tie them back to Kush as well, you know what I'm saying? I like to throw out a book by a great scholar, the wonderful empire of Kush, you know what I'm saying? But they cover that topic, and not only that, India used to be called Eastern Ethiopia. So they have the ties to Kush as well. It's just we make the distinction from our own cultural backgrounds as you know, and not from Hindu Asian Naga perspective. You know what I'm saying? So we let them basically have their culture at the same time that we have ours. Because Naga doesn't mean one homogenous thing in all cultures. It means many things in many different cultures. And we embrace all of them, you know what I'm saying? Especially those cultures that our members per se trace back to. Because like for me, I'm Igbo, so I would be Naga, and Anu is Godamn, so he would be Niga. You know what I'm saying? It's the same root consonants.
Yeah, it's funny,
You know
but yeah, the male members of our tribe are called Niga, and the women are called Naga. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Nah. So again, when you talk about Naga, you have to ask each individual member how Naga resonates with them, because everybody like it's such a cultural phenomenon. It changes. It's a lot of morphology the further you get away from the original center of coats. So he just told you, the original coats were cattle coats. They were originally cattle coats, and as it spread out around the world, it took on different phases and different faces and different characters. You know what I'm saying? So like we can go up into Russia. There's a Russian god called Naga. You see what I'm saying? And he's literally called the Black God of Death. You know what I'm saying?
If you could type this into Google Translate, you know what I'm saying, and what is the name of Russia in Russian? And it's not Russia, it's Naga.
It's Naga. And this is all the way around the board. So like even when we talk about the serpents, dealing with the serpents, well, in our cultures, serpents were not looked upon as evil. You know what I'm saying? So when you talk about the serpent, you're talking about that divine wisdom. You're talking about divine wisdom when you get to bringing up the serpent. Even in the Bible, it tells you be harmless as doves, but be wise as serpents.
Well, yeah, right. Be wise as serpent, but harmless as a dove.
It's being wise as serpent. So yeah, we use the dragon, we use the serpent, we use the raptor, we use the bull. Those are all totems of our particular group. You know what I'm saying? They all mean different things. Like the bull is a representation of strength. You see what I'm saying? Then when you get to talking about the raptors, the birds and stuff like that, you're talking about wisdom, sitting up on high, looking down. You know what I'm saying? Again, it's dealing with wisdom. When you're dealing with the snake, you're dealing with wisdom. If you look at the original Naga emblem, you will see that it's an owl in the middle of it. The owl is a raptor bird, and it sees at night. That's what we talking about. We're dealing with night. We're dealing with light. They see in the dark. They see what you can't see, and that's the essence of Naga. We're looking into those hidden mysteries, and we unfolding them in front of you so you can see for your own selves. You know what I mean? Naga got a lot of meanings, brother. It's a lot.
So basically, y'all, like y'all said, y'all some slick niggas, like you said. y'all niggas slick, boy. I'm telling you, y'all niggas just told me y'all can be whatever y'all want, whenever y'all want to be. Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. Y'all definitely some slick niggas for real.
Yeah. I agree with that. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that.
I agree.
Yo, stay slick, yo. Bro. Your man saying that he want to see me in the back chat afterwards, so just give me an invite. I'll listen to him too. But that's your third man.
Who that? What's his name?
Ruger.
Oh yeah, man. Send him that link, man. That's our third man.
He might as well. GT, drop him the. DMG, drop him the link, bro.
Hey, tread lightly. Tread lightly. That's all I'm saying.
So look. This is only for one person. Please, nobody click on this except Ruger the Lion, and we will open it up for y'all afterwards.
Yeah.
Actually, I think the whole effing show got something coming up in a little bit. So we gonna
we
gonna wrap
y'all
it
got a
up.
dude named Young Scribe in y'all squad?
No, that's Ampu crew. He part of Ampu crew.
Yeah, he Ampu crew. I mean, that's their allies, you know what I'm saying? Him and Prodigy. Shout out to Prodigy Boy Heath and Young Scribe. That's our dogs.
Yeah. And like I said, just because people be affiliated with us don't mean that they share all of our understandings and beliefs or anything like that. We're affiliated. You know what I'm saying? So Young Scribe is Ampu crew. That he's one of the main people that we didn't have to battle with God is like. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? They don't necessarily believe that, but we can go back and forth, and he's one of the people that help sharpen us up. You know what I'm saying? To actually go out here in the world and do some of these things that we doing to other people psychologically when it comes to this godless lifestyle.
I give y'all credit though. Y'all got a reputation, and y'all definitely some slick dudes. I give y'all that. I definitely give y'all that. Y'all slick. I'm not worried. I'm just saying y'all slick, and y'all got a nice little tribe with y'all. So I definitely like that y'all got momentum with y'all. That's real cool.
Yeah. I like the word cunning. We're very cunning.
I like the use of the word tribe because that explains what we all to a T. You know what I'm saying? It's like we're all entreated with each other. My family is entreated with his. We have a treaty of family and peace to where we have to conduct proper business. You know what I'm saying? His family look out for mine look out for his, and vice versa. And you know what I'm saying, Naga isn't just based off of one ideology. We have people from all walks of life. We have Christians. I come from the Hebrew Israelite background, as well as a few of our other Naga brothers. We have Moors, you know what I'm saying, dealing with Islam, and we have Crip, Bloods, Gangster Disciples. It's like I'm from New Orleans, I'm from the 9 Ward. So yeah, we got just about our people covered. So it's not you have to believe in one particular thing to be a member of Naga, because we don't really deal in beliefs. We put that on the back burner and deal with what connects us rather than what divides us.
Yeah, but DMG said it best: unity without uniformity, and that speaks on Naga to a T, because we are unified, but we're not. It's not uniform. So you you listen to one of the other brothers, and he throwing up the apes. He throwing up the Naga apes at you. You know what I'm saying? Like we all got different. It touches us all differently. You know what I'm saying? And that's all we want people to do is just connect back with your ancestors and see what they got to say. Like you don't have to look at your ancestors like they demons or evil or something like that just because it doesn't mirror your particular beliefs. You know what I'm saying? But your ancestors' wisdom is just as important. And I keep bringing up the Bible because a lot of our viewers are Bible believers. It says honor thy mother and thy father. They're not just talking about your birth parents. They're talking about your ancestors too. You know what I'm saying? So you need to be able to honor your ancestors, honor your mother, honor your father, honor the culture that you come from, and don't turn away from it. The book says we wrestle not with flesh and blood, but rulers and principalities of wickedness and spiritual high places. That's what it says.
This dude be going in, man. What's going on? Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I'm trying to tell you, man. Like I said, this man, somebody get the connection plate going.
Hey man, look, man, don't be trying to put that pastor thing on me, man.
Man. In 20 years, man. 20 years, man.
They trying to make me Ray Higgins, bro.
You don't gotta be Ray, man. You could just be Pastor I knew. You know what I'm saying?
Man, look, see, I gotta put the pass on us.
Just throw that pass on there.
When I get the preaching from the Quran perspective, I don't want to hear nobody calling me imam or nothing like that. You know, or get the talking from the Moorish paradigm, gonna be calling me sheik. You know what I'm saying? But it's all interrelated. I used to be a Moor. I used to be a proclaiming Moor. And,
so is that how you start? It's like you made a jambalaya. Y'all from the South, right? I'm from the East Coast. So y'all made a jambalaya. You like a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Yeah, I'm from the Midwest.
Okay. So y'all just start whipping. Yeah, that's what's up.
He up here with me.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Yeah, I'm in St. Louis,
That,
man.
Yeah,
when you say that gumbo, you speaking my language. You know what I'm saying? I'm from down here in New Orleans.
Yeah, he from New
so
Orleans, Sister City. That's St.
Hey
Louis,
D,
Sister City.
some of these is his handiwork.
Yeah,
you tatted them?
yeah.
Yes, sir. But I see now. So I can already tell y'all rap. So y'all carving it up with the wordsmith stuff. You know what I'm saying? So anybody debate them after we finish them off, just know that they do music and all that. That's why they slick like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Trust and believe. If it go too far, y'all have diss tracks on y'all, cause
Yo,
yeah,
I
we
want
get
you to diss me. I want to
That's
get
just back
this.
that culture, brother. Don't take it
yeah,
personal.
that's part
No,
of back
oh no,
that
I ain't
culture.
mad. I want y'all. I'm from Baltimore. I want to get this. You hear me? I
Well,
want to get
shit,
this.
we
So
want
look,
to
That
link
was
up. We
up.
want to link up and work with you before we
Yeah. I mean, but we.
Baltimore.
my man's hey Craig, let me know in the chat if y'all got something coming because we're gonna get ready to wrap it up if y'all do.
Right.
I thought I saw something, so let me know and we can wrap it up.
I want to know what his judgment was on that Takori rehash, because he did a rehash on Takori's debate.
Hey,
with
he'll let us know if they're about to go live.
Yeah, like that was interesting. Dude was talking about they had Bentleys back in the ancient days and shit, and the niggas was riding spinners and shit. You know what I'm saying? So, like, we got some stuff. Hey, DMG, I wanted to say, give you a shout out for bringing, because I know I seen a flyer JJ had shared, and he's supposed to be doing a show with you or something like that. His show.
I'm glad you said that because he just sent me his new channel. I want to
his new channel.
share it.
I'm glad that
But yeah,
that's
go ahead and
actually
finish what you were saying.
No, I'm just saying I'm glad that that's actually happening because it's some people that don't want to see that really coming to fruition, but I'm one of the people that want to see it coming to fruition because we all can help each other build our platforms and get the word out and stuff like that. And JJ is a very charismatic person, regardless if you believe in what he's talking about or not. He's charismatic and he's funny as hell, especially when he's drinking. He's funny as hell. Yeah, man. So I applaud you on that, man.
I'm reading the chat, y'all. Takari looking like he took that L. It seemed like.
And look, Anu, this what was funny. I didn't know that people didn't want to see that, and then JJ hit me up like, "Oh man, you was talking about me, right?" And I was like, "Man, what you talking about? I thought we was good." You know what I'm saying? Come to find out, somebody then showed my man's a video from like 3-4 months ago. Like when me and him actually had, kind of got into it.
Right.
And I'm like, he hadn't seen it though. I thought he had. I had apologized to him and everything about the video, thinking he saw it. He hadn't even seen it. So now somebody just showing it to him. And he like, what's up, man? I thought we was good. And then I was like, nah, man, that was, I already apologized. So then we was like, oh, wow. So you see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
man.
I see exactly what you're saying, brother, and that sounds real familiar, but I ain't gonna call no names.
No, we ain't gonna call no names. We ain't gonna oust nobody. We ain't gonna do no messy shit. But yeah, man, there are ones that don't want to see a paradigm shift. JJ 7000 collaborate. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying I rebuke that bullshit. I want to see y'all collaborate. You got a great platform. He got a great platform. We ought to at least see that happen. You know what I'm saying? Because he got that man then grew in a lot in a few years. You know what I'm saying? And I done watched him do a whole metamorphosis from what he used to be to what he is now. You know what I'm saying? Nigga ain't perfect. You know what I'm saying? Nobody is, but I thought that was some real big man stuff to do for y'all to bury the hatchet on that and keep it moving, keep it professional. Even though some people don't want to see that, it's gonna happen anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's a good thing.
No doubt. So yeah, man, we gonna go ahead and open it up for the chat.
Let's bring the chatters in, man.
So let's see what the fam got to say about the upcoming discussion and what y'all been saying here tonight. So
let's see what we got. Who up first, man? Well, come up here and get your
Takari was in, but we wasn't done. So I would, if Takari want to come back, come on back, bro. But we wasn't done yet. I wasn't quite ready to open it up. So like if I don't say let's open it up, then I ain't ready. But nothing,
I see Takari in the chat. I see Craig in the chat.
Yeah, come back in, Takari.
He y'all third BHI brother.
Nah, man, that nigga's not my brother, man.
Go ahead, Takari. You got a question about the upcoming discussion? You got a question, comment about the upcoming discussion or anything you heard tonight, Takari?
Yeah, I do. Man, I don't got a question. I'm just gonna say, man, I can't wait for this debate to happen, man, because both sides deal with a lot of science. They actually do deal with a lot of science, and so it's gonna be a real interesting debate. I can't wait to see the dream team in action. You know what I'm saying? They in the back chats and they all fire. The brother Darien Eaton, if I pronounced your name right. Who's the GT? And what's the
David, but Craig called him Charles. But it's David.
He looked like Charles, man. Yeah, man. So man, that's gonna be a powerful debate. I really think that's gonna be like a turnaround in paradigm shift, man. It's gonna be talked about, man. It's gonna be popcorn. I know I'm gonna be watching, whether I'm at work or not. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be watching, period. So shoot, even if I have to take a day off, I know I'm watching this debate, man, because this God is light thing is popping now. It's everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It's from the Lions Den, now it's coming here. It's everywhere now. And shoot, they found the way to pull the card and showed that this ideology is something that could be talked about. You know what I'm saying? Like when I first heard about the God is light thing, I myself didn't take it serious, but then I started studying a little bit more on it. I said, okay, these they got some information. You know what I'm saying? They got some information, and it's just gonna be a good debate. That's all I'm gonna say. So shout out to both sides for that. That's all I want to say.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
I guess that wasn't bad, man. Toxic for once,
that was up. I'll take that.
Yes,
I appreciate that. He gonna get his lick back though. He gonna get his lick back against Andrew though. Young Scribe. We didn't put together. We put that
link,
together.
Nigga. I gotta hear from you on this one. Hit the link.
We gonna get Andrew. We gonna get Andrew up here for you, man. So you could hear from his side, man.
Yeah, that'd be nice too, man.
Now Andrew, another heavy one, man. Y'all better tread lightly with that one, bro. I'm sorry, the dudes that we fuck with, man. They heavy on the knowledge and the scholarship, man. And you ain't even got a taste of Honey Clark yet. Wait till you and Honey Clark get together, bro. Like that shit's gonna be fiery, cause she gonna come on a whole other level with that shit, and you gonna be like, damn.
Where her symbol is? We got asked what her symbol is. You got the gorillas, you got the owls, you got the bulls. What else? What's her symbol?
Said she was bar reloaded.
I think I've seen her. I think I've seen her in the chat.
She walking around with the brown and automatic rifle on her.
We got Mika Wash. Wash. She got a question, and then we got the brother Ruger the Lion in here.
Oh, he back. There he is.
The man himself.
I'm sorry, I missed it all, you guys. I'm gonna have to go back and watch. But who said that God is light?
So Naga is of the position that God is light, and I give her a brief description in a second, brothers, and then my brother Darien is a Christian. So, and him and his team is taking on the Naga in a 3-on-3 debate.
Okay, so
for that,
in a nutshell, God is light, light is electromagnetism. Without light, you don't exist. That in itself is the essence of God. So when it comes to you understanding what God is and not who God is, because when you get to talking about who, you start dealing with politics and idol worship. But when you talk about what God is and your relationship with God and how you function within that energy, you will see that God is indeed light.
So what about the things that can grow outside of light?
Like what? Mushrooms,
Mm-hmm.
mold.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those type of things.
Mushrooms and mold. Mold to kill you, mushrooms to kill you.
Mold is used as a actually penicillin is mold and it helps helps you antibiotically, right?
Most
And
definitely.
some mushrooms also help you antibiotically.
No, but you
So
try to explain. So I mean, at the end of the day, that is more than just visible light and electromagnetism. There will be no mushrooms or anything that doesn't
right.
grow. No, I
Mm.
mean, invisible light. No, I mean, at the end of the day, without electromagnetism.
Right.
So
Because you got to keep in mind that electromagnetism is the thing that binds molecules and atoms together. And if atoms and molecules don't form, then you won't have matter. And mold and mushrooms, that's definitely dealing with matter.
okay, so I because I was in the in the comments I'm trying to hear y'all out or whatever because in my mind, right, this is just my opinion. I haven't studied nothing about this, but to me, because energy cannot be created or destroyed, I feel like God is energy. Now, do you equate the energy with the electromagnetism? Since it does move the
Well,
particles closer together based
well,
on
let me ask you this question, sis, and I'm gonna answer your question. What is energy?
what? I don't know the answer to that. I just told you I don't study that. I just know that energy cannot be created or destroyed.
Right. But to say energy cannot be created or destroyed, you first got to know what energy is in
Hmm.
order to for that statement to even ring
There,
true. So energy is the ability to do work.
yeah, like kinetic energy. You have what you call
Yeah,
electromagnetic.
energy is the
There's
ability to do
different
work.
types of energy though. Like there's polar energy, there's solar
No,
energy.
all of that stuff is the same energy, just in different phases. So when you're talking about solar energy, that couldn't exist without electromagnetism. That's a product of electromagnetism. The sun is giving off electromagnetic radiation. Without that, you wouldn't see the sun. You wouldn't experience the sun.
Mm.
You say how?
I didn't ask you nothing.
Oh, okay. So yeah. So when you dealing with the four fundamental forces of nature, they're gonna tell you it's electromagnetism, gravity, the weak force, and the strong force is what they're gonna tell you. But what they're not telling you is that those are all aspects of the electromagnetic force. Science ain't telling you that. Naga telling you that this is all one thing, and that it's all polarized in one. It's real similar to if you take a knitted sweater, right? And when you look at the sweater, it's one sweater. But then you can unravel the sweater by each individual threads, but each individual threads are still just the same fiber that's all wrapped up in the one that creates this shirt. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at life, when you look at matter and all of that stuff, it all has one underlying principle behind it, and that's negative and positive charge. Negative and positive charge is the thing that's doing the work. It is the thing that is it's the thing that is actually enabling matter. It's the thing that is enabling the particles. It is the thing that is enabling you to have being and have ability. So without negative and positive charge, you don't get motion. Without motion, you don't have time. You see what I'm saying? And it's all inclusive. When you strip one, you're going to end up stripping all of them. You know what I'm saying? And this is the reason why science is trying its best to come up with what they call the unified theory, or the theory of everything that ties everything back all into one. And that's what spirituality does, is try to bring you back into the oneness of the universe, or the oneness of
So
God.
let me ask you this, right? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
So because I'm sorry, I took chemistry and everything, and I do know that when you talk about energy, that electromagnetism, as long as with kinetic energy, as long along with thermal energy and chemical reactions and things of those nature, they all fall under energy. So energy is the house of electromagnetism. Electromagnetism is not the beginning. It's the beginning is energy. You get what I'm saying? Like there's different types of energy. You
Yeah,
got the
all
heat.
of those
You got
different
the
types of
heat.
energies that you're talking about is all dealing with electrons and negative and positive charges. All of them. When you talk about kinetic energy, that's still dealing with negative positive charge. When you talk about thermal energy, that's shows up in the infrared spectrum. That's infrared light, and it comes off as heat.
Right. Yes. Okay. When you talk about thermal energy, right? In order to make those connections, it has to be a certain type of heat, right? You know when you go through delta and all that. I don't want to get into the fundamentals of this. What I'm saying is that electromagnetism is uh um when a proton and a neutron, right?
Well, a neutron
It's
is
before
supposed to
that,
be. Yeah, it's before that. We talking about electric charge, the negative and
right?
positive charge. You can't
Right.
you can't
Positive
get to
charge.
all of the other stuff without dealing with negative and positive charges first, because that is a catalyst to everything else. You can't have electrons without negative and positive charge. You can't have a proton without positive charge. You can't have a neutron without negative and positive charges. We was just discussing this earlier, that protons actually, when they go through radioactive decay, they decay into neutrons, and neutrons decay into other electrons, positive and negative electrons. Electrons is what gives you photons. Photons are electromagnetic radiation emissions. Electrons eat
Mm-mm.
photonic energy, and that's
Because
how
I think I
that's how they
think
jump.
that I'm
Uh,
sorry not to cut you out, but I
no, you
think
good.
that it's a little different because you're talking about electricity versus heat. Like it's electric. It's not thermal. It's two different things. It's two different types of energy. One is electric,
No,
one is thermal. One is kinetic, one is electric, one is thermal. They're not the same.
He caught up in the word.
I
No,
know y'all
I'm
haven't.
caught up in the tech. I'm caught up in the terminology that you're using. You're saying electromagnetic
And
and
yeah,
Real
electro.
quick,
All
electromagnetic.
right.
real,
The,
real quick. We can get back to this because y'all have an adult bill, but I want all the people that's involved in the upcoming debate on the 27th to look at the question on the screen and address that, and then
No,
y'all can get back to the bill with Mika
yeah,
before we.
No.
I
Before we
say
get
no. I say no because you're not going to find in any ancient religions or spiritual system where the word electromagnetism is used. That's the reason why when we do not say God is electromagnetism, we say God is light, because we could find light within all of the ancient traditions. Now, when we fast forward to 2024, we know light as electromagnetism. You see what I'm saying? So we're dealing with two different statements. When you say God is light, you're dealing with theology. When you say light is electromagnetism, you're dealing with physics. One is a fundamental fact, and the other one is someone's understanding or their particular belief. If that makes any sense.
Anybody else? You want to address that, D?
No, I mean we generally had this conversation
Yeah.
in the what did you call it? Because I wanted to shout that out too. That was a dope little
The negotiating room.
yeah. When we slid to that table in that negotiating room, he pretty much saying the same thing again. So I was willing to take that debate for my team. I wish they was able to speak on it, whether or not they agreed on it, but I preemptively jumped on that because I still feel like this is still something we can discuss. As you can hear, Mika basically uncovering that word salad. It's right there. I mean, I just want them to keep going. Mika, continue doing what you're doing, sis. I appreciate you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just stop, look, and listen. You feel me? You on fire.
So let's get back to the electric charge, right? Negative and positive charge. So when you say electromagnetism, if you split the two words electro and then you got magnetism, well, you don't have magnetism without electric charge. You need negative and positive charge in order to have magnetism. When a magnetic field moves, it creates an electric field. When an electric field moves, it creates a magnetic field. They're synonymous. They're both synonymous with each other. Wherever there's one, the other one exists too. You see what I'm saying? So again, when we talking about light, we're talking about the entire spectrum of light and everything that deals with it, including the before and after processes dealing with light. So we go down to the common denominator, which is electric charge. That electric charge is what's giving the ability to do things. Without that ability to move and have being, you don't have existence. And so that's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with life science and existence. You know what I'm saying? So when people get to talking the whole God concept, your God has to be able to be proven within the reality that we live in and not just the confines of your book. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, shout out to anybody who want to even deal with that. You know what I'm saying? To even attempt. I applaud y'all for even trying to attempt to put evidence of your God on the table. That's something big, because you ever wonder, like, what if you just find out that, like, damn, this shit I've been learning is false. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people not gonna say, yeah, that's what it is, but when we start breaking this stuff down and showing you the true essence of God, this should strengthen your faith in God. This shouldn't tear you down. This shouldn't destroy your faith. It should build your faith up, knowing that your God is real in reality and not just a figment of someone else's imagination.
The beauty of all of this.
Let me add this right quick, Anu, because she mentioned thermal energy, you know what I'm saying? And thermal radiation is another form of electromagnetic radiation. And and that's hidden in the word radiation, you know what I'm saying, which means to radiate. It's talking about light. That's what radiation talking about, you know what I'm saying? Something that radiates. And light is the thing that radiates. Right?
Yeah.
Light illuminates, you know what I'm saying? So when you see thermal radiation, that falls on the electromagnetic spectrum.
And also, I want to build on what you're saying too. Is you cannot get thermo without the excitation of electrons. That's where you're getting heat from. The excess heat is from electrons being excited.
Right.
Okay, so I'm just gonna stick to what I'm saying, that electromagnetic radiation is a form of energy. It's not, I just like y'all trying to make thermal energy electro. It's not. It's electricity. It's a different form of energy. It's not the same, y'all. Y'all doing this? Have y'all took a science class or no? I just need to
But
know that.
you have to understand that everywhere there's an electrical field, there's also a magnetic field. You cannot separate the two.
I
Wherever
didn't
there's a
say nothing
magnetic
about
field,
electro and magnetic. I said
Oh,
that
you say,
electro. Hold
let's
on,
go
y'all.
I was
to
just
Hold up,
addressing,
brother.
let's go to
I was
Ruger.
just,
Let's go to Ruger the Lion since he
I was
jumped
just,
on. He been
Wait a
waiting
minute.
yeah,
patiently.
yeah, I was just addressing what you said. It's thermal. You talk about the two different energies, thermal energy and electricity. But when you deal with electricity, you're dealing also with magnetism because every electric field produces a magnetic field and vice versa. And whether you believe it or not, thermal radiation falls on the electromagnetic spectrum. It's somewhere in
Yeah,
between
it's called
Sorry,
induction.
radio
it's
waves
not.
and X
No,
rays.
It's
no.
called induction.
It's not
Okay.
even. It's not even no.
Let's go. Let's go to Ruger the Line because he jumped on. I haven't heard from him yet. Let's go to him and see what he got to add.
No, I don't even have anything to add because she clearly stated 4 times that she's gonna go with her thought, regardless to what people saying. I'm not in a position to want to argue with her right now. I mean, at the end of the day, so I want to speak upon that per se. But what I will speak upon is at the end of the day, for you to even have any type of radiation going on, you will need electromagnetism. You feel me? At the end of the day, that's just what it is. And if you go and do the research, know what I mean, because things change. Know what I mean, so what was good 10 years ago might not be good today. At the end of the day, know what I mean, I've been out of school for more than 20 years. You feel me? And I step my shit up every day because I know that new shit when we dealing with science come into fruition every day. I mean, at the end of that. Know what I mean? So as far as giving her answer, know what I mean, I want to have one for you right now because I'm not interested in debating with someone that clearly stated at the beginning of the bill that they really didn't have a firm grasp of the context anyway. Know what I mean?
I do have a flow of context. I'm not sure if you do. I'm going by the terminology that they're using because it is a science terminology and it's definitely has been separated scientifically. And that's why they have the law of thermodynamics and then they have the law of conservation. They have different laws because there are different types of energy that produce different types of reactions. And electro energy is based off electricity and it's a different form of energy. It's a totally different form of energy.
So since again I asked you like what is energy? You can't define the
Right.
word by
I
the word
just
itself. So if I
So
ask you what energy is,
Mika, real quick, hold that thought because we got somebody that just jumped on. But before the brother say something,
mhm.
I gotta play this before the brother even talk. So give me a second.
I'll make a pact with you, with the gods as our witnesses. Let us pledge that the winner will allow the loser all the proper funeral rituals.
There are no pacts between lions and men.
Lions and men.
There are no
Pacts
pacts
between
between
lions and men.
lion and men.
That's my movie
Zion,
too.
the lion. Chime
Yeah,
in,
baby.
brother.
Yeah, you know who it is. It's the most hated, the most underrated, the most underdebated, the most underestimated, the smusher heads, the smusher Nate. I'm your smusher man, baby. You know what I'm saying? Watch your mouth, cook your face, watch what you say to me. Wipe your mouth off, god damn it. What's
And
going on
here
here?
we go.
Yeah, man.
What's up, champ?
I'm a little
Peace,
late, man.
man.
Pardon yourself, y'all.
The number one seed in the upcoming paradigm shift whole effing show battle of the ideologies versus series world title tournament. The number one seed.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. You know, I'm ready. I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? Just gotta find somebody to debate, find a topic to debate on. But y'all continue. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to cut in between y'all's build. You know what I mean? So, with all
Yeah.
due respect. You know what I mean?
All
So,
right, Mika.
so let
All
me
right,
just explain the difference between electromagnet, what did you call it? Electric magnetic energy and thermal energy, right? And the difference is that with electromagnetic energy, energy is transferred, right? There's a transfer of energy from a voltage or current. Whereas thermal energy is a transfer of energy between the molecule due to the impact of pressure called heat. There's a difference in energy in the reaction. Just like in the sun, right? You have what is it called?
You know what's crazy? I'm reading the same thing you read, and you didn't read the top part. The top part says
I'm
thermal
not reading
radiation is
nothing.
one type of electromagnet.
What are you talking about? What am I reading? What am I reading? Hello? Are we there? Can y'all hear me?
We can't hear you, bro. I think you're on mute.
What did he say?
He
Yeah,
said
unmute
you was
yourself, bro.
reading something.
No, it sounded like you was reading from something that I was just reading on Google because it was kind of saying what it was saying word for word, but the top part wasn't said. The top part said that thermal radiation is a form of electromagnetic radiation. And then it goes on to saying what you was just got finished saying.
That's what
Okay.
I'm
I
just
got.
saying.
That's what I got too from
Yeah, and you could Google that, bro, and
energyeducation.com.
put it up on the
Okay.
screen. You
So
could
what I
Google
was
that
gonna
and put it
talk
up on the
about,
screen, bro.
I was gonna
Yeah,
talk
do
about
that.
the
Do that for us, Anoop.
okay, go ahead. If you could pull it up on the screen. I'm not on my
You
computer,
say put
whatever
what
you
up
was
on the screen
reading.
for you?
I don't be trying to argue with people. I go and get the information, and then you can argue with the information at the end of the day.
Yeah, go ahead and pull whatever you have up on the screen. I don't know what you was reading from.
What did you want me to pull up? What was it something y'all wanted me to display?
Yeah, what did y'all want him to? Y'all want him to
I
share his
think
screen?
it was is
Yeah,
electromagnetic radiation is the same as thermal radiation or something.
pull up
Yeah,
that link I just
look up thermal
inboxed
versus
in your back chat in
look up
your
thermal
messenger.
radiation versus electromagnetism or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what he was reading. What book are you reading from? Like, is it a book or is it a page? What's the page? What is it?
Share my screen real quick, brother DMG.
All right, give me 1 second.
Yeah, I sent him the link so he could put it up so we can all see it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm. Now, what's this source here?
It says thermal radiation is one type of electromagnetic radiation, specifically one that transfers
I
heat.
said, what's the link? Where is it coming from?
It's coming from energyeducation.ca/encyclopedia/radiation and a bunch of other stuff behind it. It says thermal
Put the
radiation.
link in the private chat, and
All right.
that way people can click on it if they want to.
All right.
Okay, then I can send my link too, right?
Yeah.
Right. So it says thermal energy. It says thermal radiation is one type of electromagnetic radiation, specifically one that transfers heat often in the form of infrared waves. You see, it says generally the thermal radiation and infrared rays are referred to simply as heat. Since heat is carried by electromagnetic waves, it does not need a physical medium to transfer it. Instead, it radiates through space. This is how Earth is heated by the sun in the vacuum of space. That's right, because
I was getting ready to go on to
photons are
Ephesians.
traveling electromagnetic fields. That's what a photon is. It's a traveling electromagnetic field. So heat is within that field. It will cause things to heat up because of the excitation of electrons.
Yeah, and
So
easy
here's the key
example.
word that you use, right? You use radiation. I'm talking about energy. You saying thermal radiation, not thermal energy. But let me give you because you know when you do these things, the terminology means everything. So let me send my link. Hold on. I gotta get to my computer and grab it. I'm gonna send it to you on. Let me see. I gotta send it to myself first. Hold on. Let me copy this link.
Again,
Wait
like
a minute.
when I said when we bring up uh, heat,
Yeah.
when you talk about thermal radiation, you're talking about thermal energy. Okay, energy is the
Mm.
ability to do work, right? We we we, we explained that before that that's the ability to do work. So when you say, "Oh, this is energy," you're saying the thermic ability to do work is what you're saying.
Hold on. Give me a second.
When you
All right,
bring up
we got two more. We got another person added to the panel, public defending.
so
You got a
All right.
question? You wanna chime in? How you want to add to the bill?
Man, I want to wait till they get through with this little.
I can't hear him.
You hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah, barely can hear you, brother.
Y'all barely can hear me. DG, you hear me?
okay. Yeah, I can hear you now. Loud and clear.
Yeah. Okay. I just want to them to go through this little rendition right quick, and then our time in. Forget.
What you trying? You trying to play like secret identity or something? What's up?
Well,
Go
what
ahead,
you
Diddy.
want?
I
I'm
don't know how
sorry.
you gonna do that. We know that's Ratchet Craig, man.
What?
So,
What the?
You know,
What
you
the
know.
hell is going
so,
on here, man? Like,
I'm
just
sorry.
Nigga
That's the
voice
wrong
is
thing.
distinct.
in the hole.
so I can be a lawyer
You
right
could,
now.
you
He
could
got
take the nigga out of Memphis, but you can't take the Memphis out of nigga, Ratchet
he,
Craig.
I
got the
got you. I got you.
Yaku
Shout
Klingon
out to
on this joint. I'm
Big
like,
Big Knock.
I'm thinking this a new cat or something. And then come on, man. Come on.
Oh
You
man, I
should have got
gotta
the
speak
voice
up.
changer,
I gotta
Rex.
speak up. That's all.
I'm
Hey,
sorry. I sent the wrong link. Hold on,
yeah.
DMG. I'm sorry.
What's up,
So
Mika? I see you put me
I'm gonna
working.
share this
I see
again.
you
Like
put me
No,
this right here is talking about energy, right? It
no.
says
That's the wrong
energy
link.
in physics is the capacity for doing work. Period. It's a
Yeah,
period right
nobody's
there.
debating
Yeah,
that.
hey, bro, we gonna have to explain this shit from the gate. Break it down, give a class
Yeah,
real
so
quick before we
so
go
when
into unpacking, and that's crazy.
Yeah,
right, so
yeah.
We
when you see
definitely gonna
that
have to break
statement,
it down.
sister, when you see that statement, energy is the ability to do work, period, then you have to ask yourself what's doing the work.
Okay, so now that's okay. So let me just share with you the different types of energy. Hold on.
Well, it's tell you right here. It says the capacity for doing work. It may exist in potential, kinetic, thermal, electrical, chemical, nuclear, and other various forms. I can go into each one of these different forms and show you the negative and positive charges that's in all of these, from electrical to
Right,
chemical. You can't have a chemical reaction without negative and positive charges. You're not going to have any type of nuclear phases without dealing with negative and
right.
positive charges. You're not
Right,
going to
you
have
can't have compounds. You can't have compounds because you talk about covalent bonds and
bonds.
ionic bonds, and both of those are two different electromagnetic phenomena. So it don't. You can't even think you could defeat this without the use of electromagnetism because it controls all of your motor skills and all of this. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, because electric charge, negative and positive charge, is the thing that's causing all things to move. It's causing all things to be. You know what I'm saying? So you can't find one thing that is devoid of negative and positive charge, because if it is, then it don't exist. You see what I'm saying? So all things that exist because of negative and positive charge. You don't have stars, you don't have a sun, you don't have an atmosphere, you don't have water without the exchange of negative and positive charge. You cannot have water if it was not for the covalent bond between hydrogen and oxygen. That
You don't
covalent
even have the electrons and protons needed to even make atoms because they themselves have a nucleus made up of quarks and shit.
yeah, and the quarks are charges too.
Right,
The,
absolutely.
the quarks are
All right,
also charges.
let's let Mika respond and continue the convo. Go ahead and respond, Mika. You still there?
I'm sorry. Hello.
Yeah, we got you.
Okay. Electromagnetism is electromagnetism. It's not a covalent bond. It's not thermal energy. It's not. It can possess kinetic energy, and then it can possess potential energy. But electromagnetic energy, it deals with currents, right? It deals with waves and gamma rays and things of that nature and radio signals. It is not the same as dealing with. I think you guys y'all making electromagnetism being the pull, the whatever attracts, the covalent bond. That's not electromagnetism. Electric magnetism deals with electricity. Period. It does not deal. It's not the same thing. It's similar. It's not the same. It's not. It's a different type of energy. It it deals with voltage. That's what electromagnetism is. It doesn't deal with the covalent bonds. It doesn't deal with the polar bonds. It doesn't deal with the I mean it does deal with the ionic bonds. Don't get me twisted. It does deal with the ionic bonds, but it don't deal with all of the bonds or the the thermal bonds.
Do
It's
you
not the
understand what a
same.
covalent bond is?
Yeah, yeah. I was just going to ask you, could we respond to that by reading the link that I just sent to your inbox, Anu, from I think it's Texas Western University or something
Mhm.
like that.
You guys think because it's an electron and a proton
Nah,
bond
it's like
that it's
No, it's before that.
electromagnetism.
nah.
It's
I mean,
before
That's not
that.
you
electromagnetism.
said electromagnetism
No,
wasn't
what
dealing with
y'all
the
need to
covalent
do,
bond,
what y'all
so
can do to clear me up is go into definition of what
we're
electromagnetism
we're,
is.
we're going we're pulling sources. I mean, you challenge the statements, and I get that. That's what you're supposed to do. That I mean, I implore anybody that come up here on the panel to do exactly what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And, well, you're not doing anything wrong. This is what you're supposed to be doing up here on the panel because this is the way we all learn. Not just you, not just me. This is the way we all learn by questioning things. You know what I'm saying? And we're just doing our due diligence, you know what I'm saying, by answering your questions. And if you question the answers, then we're going to refer you to the information. And that's all this is.
Mm.
Share my screen real quick. Is it up? Okay, there we go. Look. So this right here comes from science questions with surprising answers. Okay, so there is only one significant force working in chemical reactions: the electromagnetic force. Period. That like we could stop right there, but we're gonna keep going. It said there are four fundamental forces in the universe: gravity, electromagnetic force, the weak force, and the strong force, or the strong nuclear force. Gravity is too weak to affect chemical reactions, much seeing as chemical reactions involve the rearranging of tiny atoms. Also, the nuclear force does not play a role in chemical reactions. If a nuclear force becomes involved, then you are dealing with a nuclear reaction and not a chemical reaction. Every facet of chemistry is a result of one force, the electromagnetic force. However, because of the quantum wave nature of particles, this force can take on many forms. In a strict sense, every manifestation of the electromagnetic force is unique, as it depends crucially on the arrangement of atoms and the states of their electrons. It says their temperature, etc. To foster better understanding, however, chemists have placed different forms of electromagnetic force into a broader classes. Covalent bond, the binding with electromagnetic forces that arise between atoms when when they closely share electrons in an approximately equal way. Metallic bond, the binding of electromagnetic forces that arise between atoms and the delocalized conduction electrons of metals, of the metals. Ionic bonds is the binding of electromagnetic force. An ion dipole bond is the binding of electromagnetic force.
This is
Dipole bond,
bullshit.
the binding of electromagnetic force, and this goes on and on.
Wait, what's that website? Like, what's the
This
citation on
bullshit.
that website?
That's a
Because
bullshit website.
yeah, that site don't seem official, bro. I can't let you
That's
do that. I
bullshit.
can't let y'all pull that
Read,
No,
one.
read,
bro.
read the
No,
link.
bro.
That's
Because if
This
you
from
is
go
that.
to
somebody
another
wrote
website, it don't say the same
That's
thing.
that's
It don't say the
that's
same
that's
thing on another
from
website.
it's definitely a distinct difference.
that's
What the
Hey,
from.
that's
hell?
from
Hold on,
Texas
let me get it.
University.
Scroll
That's
up to the
West
top so we
Is
Texas.
can
this
see the link.
is
That's
this a
from West
peer
Ooh,
Texas
I
reviewed?
want I
A&M.
want to see that.
It
That's
don't matter where
that's
you. We need to
that's
see the
from West.
citation of who wrote that. It don't matter what website. That could be one of us writing that.
That's from West Texas A&M
Scroll
University.
up. Scroll up so we can see the whole thing.
Yeah, the person that wrote that don't even adhere to the ideology of God is light. It just tell you a function of
Can
light
you just
or
What they got to do with our?
electromagnetism.
What they got to do
can
with?
you share my last link that
We're not talking about God is light. We're talking about whether or not a covalent bond is due to the electromagnetic force. Now, if y'all want to question that source, I'll send another one for him to screen share if you would like.
Please. So that was Dr. Christopher S. Baird. We see who that is. Cool. And he on the topic of the category is chemistry.
That's what he was
Right.
talking about.
That's what a covalent bond is, brother. That's what
No,
that's
I'm
dealing
just
with.
making sure that
Compound.
everybody in the chat can see what's being put out there because what's dangerous
Yeah.
is y'all like to play with words and interchange words. We not deceived by that. They might be deceived, but reading comprehension is very, very important. So
Well,
you
did
can
he
say a
read?
word. Hold on, let me finish because I ain't saying nothing for a long time. So what y'all like to do is y'all take words and then y'all put other words next to them and then you switch back and forth interchangeably. So then when it goes to the other person that's disagreeing with you, y'all switch and y'all tag team and plug in things to make it sound official. Some of the
yes.
stuff you saying is not science, it's scientism. Y'all are creating an ideology based on stuff that's not actually science. It's
Yeah.
cool and it sounds good, but what's happening is
Yeah.
someone who has went to school is detecting what you're saying, and some of the stuff you're saying is cat. So
But you
a
being
lot of
proven
people
wrong
that
though by what he reading,
yeah,
Wait a
right.
minute. Let me say this.
right?
Let me say this, right?
At the end of the day, I'm just saying.
Okay.
You need
At the
to
Okay.
know
end of
what you read, and just because it's
Subscribe
on the internet
now.
does not make it a source. You need to make sure you get no official sources. That's not an official source.
Hold
You just
on.
you can see that it was published in 2013 by some random dude. We don't know nothing about Joe. He just on a website purporting his situation. We can
Let me
see that.
let me
So it's
ask you
up
a
to you to
question.
disprove the source.
Let me ask you a
I don't
question.
need to disprove the source if I know
Hold
it's
on,
cat.
wait.
Because
Let me ask you,
he was
brother,
reading something different.
hold up.
Hold on. Let me
Let me ask
respond to
you a
that, and then
question.
you can get it back. You can have it back.
But
What she
I
was
just got
saying
one question.
what she was saying was some of the things that you were saying wasn't actually facts. She was giving you the definitive definitions. What y'all did was took the definitions and pivoted them. That's that's a finesse. But you did say from the beginning, y'all cunning. So I gotta clap it up because the average person that's dealing with y'all not gonna catch that. You guys
So
have
point
practiced
out what
this.
was wrong, because you
Let
talking
her,
a
let,
lot.
Yeah.
But point
when
out what
y'all
was
finish,
wrong
we got a
at the
debate
topic of
coming
the
up.
conversation that was just going on, right? And between the sister, right, and what she was asking and what we was trying to explain to her, right, and the
Mm.
information that was brought out,
Okay. So the
which part of that
information
was
that you
wrong?
just brought out, hold on. The information you just brought out, right? When you're trying to attribute electromagnetism to bonds, that's not electromagnetism, that's electric force. There's a difference. I keep telling y'all like when y'all do thermoradiology as versus thermal energy, that's a difference. So now you're trying to tell me electromagnetism is totally, I'm trying to tell y'all. Please, this is crazy. This is really
Sister,
crazy.
you do realize just a few minutes ago you didn't know that covalent bonds were caused by the electromagnetic force. You
It's
didn't know
not
that,
caused by magnetic
but
force.
it is.
No, it's not.
Why don't you explain to
Oh
us what
God.
covalent bonds are?
A covalent bond, right, is when there's two electrons that share pairs.
Boom, you done.
Okay, an
Electrons. That's what
electron,
we're talking about.
wait a minute. An electron is not electromagnetism. That's not
Oh man,
electromagnetism.
You can't have
This is what you
Yeah,
cannot
it's
have
not
electromagnetism.
electromagnetism,
What you doing
Anu.
with this bitch, Jay?
You cannot have
It's not
electromagnetism.
It's not
electromagnetism, Anu.
electromagnetism. Just because you think it is,
it's a
don't mean that
force
it
Just
of
is,
because
bro.
it got
bonds.
electron in it, don't
What
make it
what is what
electromagnetism, bro.
what is
It has an
what is
electron.
Have
what is positive
electromagnetism.
and negative charge, people?
Okay,
What's that?
That's not
real quick,
electromagnetism.
real quick. We approaching. We at a quarter, an hour and 45 minutes, right? So because I got to be up in about 3 hours,
Oh, word. Yeah, it is getting late.
so I'm gonna have to wrap it up. But what I want to do is go around, starting with Mika, and work my way up. Let everybody close out. If you have a question, not a question, but a comment about tonight or about the upcoming debate on the 27th between Naga and the Dream Team. It's a 3-on-3 debate. The topic is God is light is electromagnetism. If I said that incorrectly, any of y'all that's debating can correct me. If you got a comment on that or a comment on tonight, please put that forth. Understand that Naga will be back, so will the Dream Team, and you can always chime in on one of those future shows. Don't forget, did he burn out? I think Zion left, but Zion is the number one seed in the upcoming tournament coming up this summer. I believe we're gonna break that out for you in June.
Thanks.
We just got some a little bit of tweaking to do. I see a lot of people popping up with their tournament since we've been talking about our. See,
I
my,
peeped that too.
my man's and them got their debate, and it's $1,000. You know, I'm only throwing up 300. It's 1,000, but guess what? Y'all ain't got to give me no money to get that 300. Y'all, everybody just getting the money that everybody put in, but this money coming out of DMG pocket. You understand? Craig's is putting this thing together. They producing it. We collaborating the whole effing show, Paradigm Shift TV, and y'all ain't got to worry about us favoring nobody. Hey, if you win, you win. Ain't no appealing, ain't none of that. And it daggone show ain't gonna be no if you won, we coming back and overturning it and making sure the person I want to win. So all I'm saying is, if you're tired of cats putting on debates all in your videos, come on Paradigm Shift TV 314.
Damn right.
That's
Damn
what's
right.
up.
Go ahead, Mika.
Okay, so when talking about electromagnetism, it all falls under the umbrella of energy. Energy, according to the law of thermodynamics, cannot be created or destroyed. It could be transferred or transformed to one mass or another. There are different types of energy and different types of bonds. Electromagnetic energy deals with voltage, currents, electricity, and for lack of a better word. Now, is electricity electromagnetism? No, electromagnetism also has the word magnetism in it because not all energy create bonds where it magnetic where it magnifies to you, whatever you know how what I mean, come towards you. Sometimes it can repel. So is that magnetism? No, that's a repel, right? So that's why we have the sun and heat, like thermodynamics, that forces certain things to come together and make a bond. With the nuclear fusion and fusion, that is a forced bond. That is not a bond that happens in nature. Normally, only thing that it's an anomaly that the sun has nuclear fusion or fusion. Um, so when you guys say electromagnetism, you guys got to be clear. Electromagnetism, electroradiation, thermal radiation, thermal energy, those are all different terms for different things and different reactions and
Hey, Mika,
actions.
could
Thank
I
you.
ask you a question right quick? Uh, talk about the upcoming debate they're gonna have. The gods of light. Uh,
Oh, well, I
yeah,
don't know.
yeah, it's upcoming debate. Talk about that. The I know you got to prove your word, but go
Oh,
ahead.
well, I'm throw me in the ring, man, because I'm lucky I'm on my phone. I'm ready to contend. Whoever want me on their team, look me up, and I'll be ready for this dang on debate,
She
because
ain't
this
ready.
is crazy.
She just talking.
Nisha,
She ain't
you
ready. Hey,
can't join. We told you you can't join.
That's not fair.
We
yeah, it
might
is
All right,
fair.
let's go over to Corey. To Corey, close us out. You got a comment about tonight, or you got a comment about hey,
Get your
I
big
got a
man.
comment about tonight. I'm not about to say anything about the debate, but I am going to say something about tonight, about the electrons thing. Electrons are not electromagnetism. Electrons are only particles, and electromagnetism is only the interaction between two charged particles. That's only what it is. So just because it says the term electron in it, don't make it electromagnetism because they both got elect in it. That's called word manipulation and trying to play with the words and stuff.
That's what I said. Word
So
salad.
so
My fault. My
so
fault. That ain't
so
my
that's
time.
no, you good. So that's the thing, man. And, not only just that, but like I said, it was a good conversation though, between both of them. And Mika, one thing, you my sister, man, and I look up to you a lot. You know what I'm saying? I seen the knowledge that you drop, but magnetism does have a repelling force to it. It has an attractive and repelling force to it. But man, besides that, man, you was dropping them bombs tonight, man. Like I gotta
Okay,
find that. I
okay,
gotta,
Jacar.
I gotta,
That's
I
enough.
gotta, I gotta,
That's
I
enough,
gotta
Jacar.
find out some more about this electromagnetism from you and stuff. But
Nah,
hey,
that's
man,
enough,
like I
Jacar.
said, I'm looking forward to this debate. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this debate. Like I said, man, shout out to the Dream Team. Shout out to Naga World Order. Shout out to
Out to the
DMG the
dream team,
Poet, Paradigm
Lord.
Shift, the whole fucking show, shooting the shit, all those, you know.
no
So
doubt,
that's
no
it for
doubt.
me.
Ruger the Lion.
Let's talk. It's that thought.
What you got for us? Unmute your mic.
Thought that you thought?
Thought.
That is thought. Okay.
Yo,
You
my
there?
bad, my bad.
Hell,
Yo, at the end of the day, know what I mean? I really ain't got nothing to say. My name is Original Thought spelled backwards on Facebook. Know what I mean? We going to back chat. Know what I mean? And talk about it some more, whatever. But at the end of the day, I don't really got nothing to say. I don't want to be on your platform. Know what I mean? Being belligerent and shit like that. Know what I mean? So I just rest in giving the information, you feel me, at the end of the day, and then whoever disagree with that, know what I mean, they could take it up with the people that give out the information at the end of the day.
Got you. Okay. My man King Naga. What you got for us?
Yeah, I just want to say, what I'm saying, I keep reinforcing this to the people, to the listening audience. Do your due diligence and research the information that was brought up by us, and not only us, the opposition as well. And research that information and use your own common sense and intelligence, because this is an intelligent audience, and you come up to your own conclusion and decide who's speaking the facts as it pertains to the matter and who's not. And at the end of the day, that's what it's about.
There it is. A Newt Kakarot.
Yeah. It's your boy and New Kakarek, man. So I'm gonna just close out saying that you can't have electromagnetism without electrons. It only works off of negative and positive charges. Once you remove negative and positive charges from a system, the system ceases to exist. So when they're telling you that electrons ain't got nothing to do with electromagnetism, when electrons, negative and positive charges, are the basis. That's the base of electromagnetism. You can't have electro without negative and positive charge. You can't have magnetism without negative and positive charge. And those charges are due to because of electrons, protons, positrons, and things of that nature. So again, when people talk about this thing, they like to separate all of this stuff into their own little compartments. We're saying that when you talk about the entire electromagnetic spectrum, you have to talk about all of it. You got to talk about all of it inclusive, because it's all inclusive with each other. This is the reason why we can go back and forth between chemistry. We can go back and forth between thermodynamics, hydrodynamics, quantum electrodynamics, and it's all going to blend in together. Is because of the underlying with negative and positive charge. So when you hear these people talking, understand that they're negating negative and positive charges. When the brother just brought up, these are interactions between charged particles, he just left out the charge part. Without the charge, the particles are doing absolutely nothing. They don't exist. So you need the charge in order to give them the ability to do work. So without the ability to do work, you don't have a particle. You see what I'm saying? So again, y'all gonna see sparks fly. It's gonna be electrifying, and it's gonna be magnetic when we bring it.
All right, my man, the Haitian Nightmare. Talk about it.
I ain't gonna lie. I like where this is going, because I mean, we had to get to a point where we bumped heads, because early in the beginning, it got to a point where it seemed like we was agreeing on a lot of.
I was singing Kumbaya.
I mean, so I had to find a way. I'm glad you threw Mika in there and Takari jumped on there as opposition, because I had to listen to them and say, dang, I know I don't agree with the original topic, but we had a nice build leading up to this from the negotiation table, and everybody seemed like everybody laid back for us in their own right. But in terms of what we was talking about tonight, y'all dudes, I like that y'all feed off of each other energy, but y'all definitely got a good word salad going on. Like, y'all like to interchange words and mix and match and mix and mingle. But if anybody was on from the jump and you listen to what they were saying about their organization just make changes as they go. It don't necessarily mean that they 100% right. It just means that they like to be flexible. Y'all very fluid with how y'all move, like you said. So, I mean, you definitely described yourself very well and y'all team. Y'all very cunning. Y'all work together good, and y'all got 3 different personalities that mix like Legos. I give y'all credit. Y'all wrong on this, but we're going to have to see what's going to happen on, the 27th at 7 p.m. You know what I'm saying? So,
yes, sir.
You know, I had to stand, like, I wanted to listen tonight because I had never actually sat through a presentation of yours. So I didn't want to start coming up and throwing my information around when y'all feel like y'all have a grasp of what I'm going to say. Y'all probably already done dealt with somebody like me before, maybe not. But when Mika was forcing y'all to get into y'all bag, y'all got like pet websites that y'all use that say what y'all want them to say. Like that dude that y'all picked, you ain't gonna be able to use him when it comes to the debate because you already used that tonight. So I know you got a bag. I know you got a bag of probably 37 other websites that say the same thing. But I'm looking forward to seeing what happened in this actual debate. Yeah.
That was a random Google check, bro.
Oh, it was? Who that talking? Ruger?
Yeah.
Bro, we don't have websites that we use. It's all right.
We don't have go-to. We just pulled it up on Google, you know what I'm saying, to show y'all the information. And then we're going to discredit doctors at West Texas A&M University as random dudes. Then I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, so my last statement is this. In the very beginning, and maybe I misheard, but I could have sworn he said something about the way science is being purported right now was not legitimate. So you can't say one thing and then switch and then use basic science when you saying you don't necessarily agree with it. That was what.
Yeah. What I was saying was that there's aspects of science that can be looked upon as dogmatic science. And I gave an example like black holes, neutron stars, dark matter, those things.
So see if that same doctor talk about. I want to see if the very people that you using speaking on those things. Like you can't cherry pick. That's all I'm trying to say. Don't cherry pick because if you, I'm gonna say that I'm gonna go out on a limb. I don't even think y'all really actually believe this that y'all teaching. I really don't. I don't really believe that y'all believe it. I think that y'all figured out a loophole to defeat people that don't really know what they talking about.
Let me quote the book of Clarence 2:13 for you, brother.
That's a bold statement.
Knowledge is stronger than belief.
Right. I believe that. I believe that knowledge.
2:13, and what we're giving the people isn't based on belief. It's not what we believe. We're giving you the scientific facts. We're not making this up. That when you couldn't have a particle without electromagnetism because particles are charged.
But that's not the argument. I don't care about that. I want to make sure that you understand what I'll debate about.
Hold up, brother. Let me. When you're dealing with electric charge, positive, neutral, negative charges, when you're dealing with electric charge, there is also a magnetic field that you cannot separate without. I mean, you cannot separate from this because they're one and the same. It's like a nickel. You got heads and tails. We're talking about duality. You know what I'm saying? Positive and negative charge. Without this thing that's enabling the law of attraction, which is opposite charges repel, like charges attract. This is what you see going on with protons, neutrons, electrons in the side of an atom. Attraction and repulsion due to the charges of those particles. And for you to separate charge from electromagnetism, if you can successfully do that, brother, then we'll be the first ones to bring you down there to get your Nobel Peace Prize ourselves.
Yeah, because
that's the type of level we are.
In the end, that's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? When we're finding the common denominator between all things. Like if I ask you right now, what do you have in common with your TV screen? What do you have in common with your shirt? What do you have in common with the fish in the sea? What do you have in common with the stars? What do you have in common that we all share together? And when it comes down to it, it's
that points to a common creator. That points to a common creator. What do everything in creation, everything material, have in common with each other?
My last statement is this:
energy.
Y'all whole entire we supposed to be debating that God is light, that and light is electromagnetism. All that fanciful scientism, you still gotta really get down to it. And I want y'all to stand on when we talk about God. What we saying is who God is versus what you saying God is. You're gonna have to stand on that. That's all I'm saying.
So we say God
is around here too.
Hey, listen.
We don't care who you call them. We don't care who you call them. If you call them a he, her, she, it, they, whatever you call it. We don't care what you call it. We are 10 toes down, 30 toes down on God is light. Light is electromagnetism. That is our understanding of what God is. We can show you our God in everything that exists in the universe, but you can't show us Yahweh in nothing but a book.
Family.
That was dope.
You don't know the power of the dark side.
I got a quick commercial break, and we're going to come right back. A quick commercial break.
No stress, no biggie. Baby, I'm just too jiggy. Better know I brought that with me. Case they get too iffy. Baby, don't stress, don't sweat it. Put it all on my daddy. Niggas know how I'm coming. And they know what we hate. Run around through that left side, low did my best out of what they handed me. Straight out of that country, no.
Hey, I put the brother link in the chat. Go subscribe to our brother channel.
Rocky.
Trying to bring y'all some powerful information. Rocky is powerful young man. He could be doing a bunch of dumb stuff out here in the world, but instead he's trying to bring some good info. So please support. If you need a video similar to that for your channel or whatever, hit me up. I usually do it for free, but I got to start making some money too because I'm an independent contractor. I ain't got no job no more. But hit me up. It's gonna be a real fair price.
So how much they got to pay for a whole episode?
Also, hit our brother JJ up. That's the link to his channel. I put it in before, but I'm doing it one more time before we get out of here. Hit that, subscribe to that brother new channel. He doing his thing. He'll be on this Tuesday. We're gonna chop it up. Takeover Tuesday featuring JJ 7000. Shout out to my sister Sakina Ra. Sakina Ra, drop the link to your channel. Go support this sister as well. Powerful queen. I still got to get her on for an interview as well. Shout out to Sakina Ra. Sakina Ra, I need you to text me too, because I got a discounted trip. If you want it, since you was the second person to subscribe to the channel membership, hit me up and we could talk about how you can claim that trip. Back to my mans and them. I was about to close out, but it looked like y'all still got some energy, and we got one and only charismatic classic Craig. We got that old ratchet Negro Craig on here. So I can duck out and they can handle their business. If D want to stick around, you free to do so as well, bro. But
I'm gonna slide when you slide, just because we got a lot going on tomorrow. It's the beginning of the week. I got a lot to handle.
For sure. So if
Hey,
y'all,
DMG, you can't put no weight on us. But hold up, DMG, you're forgetting something.
Go ahead.
I've been at work. I have a real special elder I'm trying to bring onto the channel. DMG, you know about it. Don't spoil it. But he is a very legendary figure, and I'm really close on nailing it down. He's a lot of y'all granddaddies and forefathers, and at the end of the day, right, by bringing him on, it will be legendary to the whole ethnic show and paradigm shift. So I'm very close to bringing him in, and when I bring him in, we will announce it. Everybody will get at least one question when he comes in, because he doesn't tolerate any disrespect, and he's at the age where he shouldn't have to deal with any. So
we only taking 8 to 10 people. We're not gonna even bog them down like that.
Exactly. So it's gonna be a hell of a show once we get that together. I'll let everybody know soon once it's all set in concrete and stone. But other than that, I would like to say this. Thank you, family, for having us. And this was a very electrifying show. It was so much electromagnetism. I got a bit dizzy. I hope I wouldn't fall and, break my head. But, hey, before DMG will say it, we'll be black at it again, family. I created that statement. DMG didn't. I'm suing the Negro
trying to steal my stuff, bro.
No.
I'm trying to steal my stuff, bro.
We'll be black at it again.
I'm glad you let him go before me.
Black at it again.
I'm tired of this dude always trying to steal my stuff, Ratchet. Man, you better talk to your bro, man.
He a thief. Yep.
We'll be black at it again.
Yeah, that's what Dallas guys do. They thieves.
And then he want to keep going.
That's right.
Go ahead. You said you're a Christian? Go ahead, Ratchet.
You said you're a Christian, bro?
What you talking about?
Who?
DMG a Christian? DMG a Christian. No, he's not.
Why are you hating, man?
Oh, he did.
I'm winning the debate.
I thought he said he was a Christian.
Oh yeah,
we
do have that debate.
He say he a Christian. He really no Christian.
And I say he is a Christian. He's born and raised a Christian.
Yeah.
So what do he claim?
I'm a Christian, bro.
Nah, you not a Christian.
Say it with your chest,
Do
bro.
not let these dudes.
Man, he
These
didn't say it
dudes
with his
cannot.
chest, Craig. See, that's how weed, Craig. He said it with his chest.
Man,
No, I'm
I'm
just
a
asking
Christian,
him because I wanted to
bro.
know, you know what I mean, from
Bro,
what angle he was coming from.
Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. I'm a Christian. Don't let these Craig characters think they can speak for me. I'm a
No,
Christian.
I'm talking about the bro that's debating.
Oh yeah, I'll let him speak for himself.
Oh, you talking about me? I'm a Christian. For sure. I'm just he just keeps saying the Haitian nightmare.
Brother, you a Christian? Darien, you a Christian?
Yep.
Oh man, yeah,
You do realize your Bible says God is light, right?
We can't go into it because we gotta save it for the debate. But
In
yeah,
the
I know
Old
that.
Testament and the New Testament, brother.
You do know.
I'm not worried about none of that because you literally said that we don't want to talk about the book, so don't use it. You can't use it if you don't want to talk about it.
And everlasting light as opposed to sunlight and moonlight, because he's gonna do away with the sun and the moon. You ain't gonna have no need for the sun and the moon, because God gonna be your everlasting light. Is he gonna replace the sun and the moon with metaphorical light, brother, or some real electromagnetic radiation? Because see, the planet.
It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter what you say about the Bible because you coming from
It does
science. So
matter, brother, because
stand
the
on
Bible
science.
says God changes not. The Bible say God changes not. So
Well,
he a Christian
Darren, check
too.
this out. Hey, Darren, check this out.
the
Reuben is
Bible
kind
say
of a
God
Hebrew.
changes not. So is he gonna
He said
become
that
light?
already. He told me that.
No, I had a
Is he gonna
sidebar
become
question that
light?
ain't had nothing
Hey,
to
listen.
do with nothing. I
You
This
wanted to know.
This is
I
gonna be one of our most powerful.
What's that burning?
This is gonna be one of our most powerful conversations. I think we gotta have the brothers back sometime in the next couple of weeks before the debate. I get to you, old ratchet Negro.
Hey, Darren, you familiar with the custodians?
Hold up, hey, we gotta close out, y'all. But real quick, I think this is gonna be one of our most powerful debates. I got a feeling this one gonna be a heavy one.
It's gonna
But
be what a lot of electromagnetic interference.
we also got the clash of the Craigs, and I'm gonna let that old ratchet Negro, Ratchet Craig, talk about that on his closeout. Close out, Ratchet.
Well, the clash of the creeds is DMG is not.
Your mic is real low, man. You back to being public defendant. Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna tell you, DMG. I don't want to talk about that yet right now. I want to talk about these guys, what they put on.
Okay. So it's up to you.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about that. Takara Dawson, I'm gonna start with Takara. You gotta get your link back and get you unsubscribed. He's just dead on that.
He seemed like he's getting ready to run, though. He seemed like he's getting ready to run.
Yeah, he do. I can see it.
He bet, man. He better not squeal, man. He better not squeal, because I already started working on my presentation.
Hey, Darren trying to get them to debate though. Darren right now.
Yeah, you know that's what I do. I'm on my Darien King.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We just try to get these debates up and running.
So, my guy Thought, man, I think he's ahead of Darren. I think Thought got to have a Darren a little bit. I will see how that happened in the debate. With this debate go down. Of course, my guy Anu. He brought this to the forefront, so he always got the words that y'all gotta have to deal with him at the end of the day. And then he got King Naga, of course. Hey, it's official with them guys. I'm just saying, I still shouts out to them, man. But Darien Eaton is a beast. So y'all kind of all
He ain't the type of Christian you can just pretty much run over. I mean, the guy is ferocious. I mean,
the brother a Christian, man. I mean, you know, the minute you start going against what your book say, brother,
yeah, we got a problem.
Yeah, you gonna have a problem. The minute that you say anything outside of what your book say, and your book say God is light, So the minute that you deny God being light, that means you're denying the power of God. So, this is gonna be interesting, man. Like I'm gonna tell you now that God is light. Light as electromagnetism has always been an intellectual trap. You know what I'm saying? And it was for fanatics only. It was just for fanatics.
Well, we're trying to catch idol worshipers.
We were trying to catch idol worshipers. Now, understand, the minute that you go against your book, you become an idol worshiper of the book. The book becomes your idol because you're denying the power of God.
And you can change the words at will. Basically, it's a metaphor.
We not worried. I'm not worried about that because I got reading comprehension. I understand science. You're not talking to some goofy that just joined the church because my grandfather was a pastor. No disrespect to those people, but you're not talking to one of them. So just make sure. I'm not worried about none of that. Keep in mind, y'all follow the Bible too. Y'all, two of y'all at least admitted to being Hebrew Israelites.
Oh, God.
At least two of y'all, and it's on record. It's on wax. It's on wax already.
I read the Bible for understanding, so I can understand the people who I'm talking to. So when I do combat, I do my due diligence on every level at the end of the day.
That's cool, but you wasn't on when they admitted that they was VHIs, bro. I respect your opinion, but the other two brothers said they was.
I be killing people that be following that shit because that shit ain't got nothing to do with our people. Hey, Ratchet Craig, remember a couple years back when I was doing that dissemination on your own channel? I think I'm gonna have to do a new one.
So how your team? But you on a team with two BHIs, so that's kind of hypocritical.
I don't even know what that is, bro. I don't even know what that is.
Gentlemen, y'all have all these energy.
Hey, let me say this. Let me say
I'm not none of that. I don't even believe when you put biblical history. When you put biblical history on.
Everybody, hold up. Let me say this. This is gonna be like I wish the GT and David could have been here because then this will really be off the chain. This would have been a hell of a.
You mean Charles?
Yeah, Charles.
But with that being said, again, y'all support my sister Sakina Ra.
I just subscribed to her channel from my computer.
Yeah, let me make sure I get her joint in here if I didn't already. And
hit
that link and
I don't wear suits like that. This ain't court.
Hit that link.
I don't wear suits.
But yeah, hey, check this out. First time I think this is gonna be a 3-on-3 debate. It's gonna be a powerful conversation. You're gonna catch it here and on the whole effing show. We about to do this thing. Go support our brother JJ. He'll be on here Tuesday for the Tuesday Takeover Tuesday. We're gonna have to do one with the brothers from Naga so they can break down that conscious community rejuvenation. I know I ain't saying it right, but reformation, however you want to say it. The brother, hey, I'm gonna make a clip out of that. That first statement the brother made about, I think I'm gonna make a clip out of that one. But that being said, man.
But hey, DMG, you always be forgetting something, bro.
Y'all try to resurrect the deed,
we got some things. We got some things coming up, man. We got the tournament coming up this summer. We got the Clash of the Craigs. We trying to get this thing popping. So again, y'all hit that channel membership, qualify for a raffle to get a discounted trip. This is a real thing. Y'all saw Thomas White said he going to Vegas. Me and my wife, my queen, going to New Orleans. We trying to get some Miamis in there, some LAs, some Memphis. I'm gonna be down in Memphis in July. I might run into that old ratchet Negro.
We're gonna be in New Orleans.
I'll be in New Orleans. I got 18 months to do it. I'm just trying to get my queen to get it scheduled. So I'll let y'all know when we get ready to go down there.
I holler at a new. I'm from that Ninth Ward, New Orleans.
For sure.
Yeah.
Man, we gonna get all that down for y'all. Charismatic Classic Craig tried to steal my line, but y'all know what it is. It's Paradigm Shift TV 314. It's your brother DMG, aka Brother Pianki, and we're gonna be black at it again. If you black, we with you, and you hope you with us. Until next time,
We'll be black at it again, family. I came up with that statement.
Peace, family.
All right, y'all take it easy. Peace.